What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we're going to be going through the 5 things I'm looking forward to most this 2021 season with Port Adelaide. It's going to be another big year for the club, 151 years. Certainly a lot of things to celebrate after not having the opportunity to really bring forth 150-year celebration. So it's going to be a big year again. A lot more home games, a lot more games to get through, and also some big new recruits that have come to the club. So a lot to look forward to in the scheme of things, but these are the 5 I'm looking forward to most. Before I get into my 5 things that I'm looking forward to in 2021, I want you guys to comment below the things that you're looking forward to most this year, whether it's a player, a certain event, game, whatever it is. Comment below what you're looking forward to, because I'll be having a look and seeing which ones I may have missed or ones that I'm actually looking forward to from yours as well. But this is my top 5, and number 1, well, I think it's a lot of people's what they're looking forward to most. It's Orazio Fantasia and Alir coming to the club from Essendon and Sydney. I'm looking forward to what they're going to bring and the performances that they're going to have on and off the field throughout the year, because these are, well, for us, I reckon there's some high-profile, good quality players that we've brought in. Alir is probably going to be on the fringe of that defence unit that's been so prolific and so well cemented for so long. And Orazio is going to be a great addition up forward. I think, depending on how the team looks and injury-wise, he may be starting in the best 22, especially with Ebert and Westhoff now retiring. So there's a couple opportunities there for players to jump in. I think Orazio might be just in that Ebert category of doing the straight swap. So he'll be a little bit more prolific around the forward line, especially with the hands of Charlie. He's either going to grab him or bring him to the ground. So with Rosie, Butters as well, linking about in that forward line, Orazio, I reckon, will suit in very nicely. And it'll give someone like a Robbie Gray an opportunity for more midfield time, which I think last year, personally, he was actually better in the midfield when he went in there and created more opportunities than he did up forward, and that was due to the fact of the lack of the effect of either Charlie taking the big grab, or it was just so flooded down there that we couldn't get the opportunity. But Alir is going to be someone that I think will be very easily suited for our defensive unit. I think he may even start. He's definitely on the fringe, and it'll be something to look forward to seeing across the year, because no doubt, I think early in the season, he'll be jumping about in our defence. Another thing I'm looking forward to most this season is just backing up our 2020 form. It was very good last year for 17 games. We had a lot of travel with the Gold Coast hub, and then coming back to Adelaide, and then we started to move around a bit more. During that period, we're doing day in, day out flights, and it was very taxing on the bodies, and I think it sort of caught up to us when we got to the prelim and it started to rain about. And I think having that break sort of stopped our momentum a bit. So with back to the normal 22-game season, 20-minute quarters plus time on, whether that suits us or not, I'm not too sure. I definitely think a lot of bodies will be sore going throughout the year, so a lot of rotation will probably be needed. We were one of the clubs that actually used less players last year than some of the others, so it'll be interesting to see how we manage that. But there's a lot of positives this year. We're home every second week. The travel bubble is going to be a lot easier to manoeuvre with. The flexibility of players as well is going to be very handy when it comes to those short turnarounds, and we're not sure about after the 6 weeks of footy that we're going to get that are concrete at the moment with the fixture. So it's all up in the air still. It's still an uncertain season, but it's a lot more normal than what last year will be. So I'm very much looking forward to see how we play, but also how it pans out. One of the things I didn't get the opportunity to talk about in the off-season when I was having my little break is the fact that KFC have jumped on board as a major sponsor for Port Adelaide. Which is bloody zinging good. I'm not going to lie. When I saw that, I probably was excited as a win. That's how much enjoyment I got out of it. And a few people that know me won't know that I like to zing on a bit. So with the KFC sponsorship deal, I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of deals that we're going to have as members, and supporters and what the club and KFC are going to do, and certain advertisements and all the marketing that's going to be involved. It's going to be one very, very interesting campaign throughout the year, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the table, both game day for members, as I said, and supporters, but also hopefully every Monday that we win, I get to zing on. Number 4, this sort of ties into number 2 with backing up our 2020 form. It's going to be a full season at the Fortress, or a full normal season, hopefully. Being back at the Adelaide Oval every second week, there's already talks of 50% capacity in Victoria, and I reckon we could almost hit 75% capacity going into the Adelaide Oval come round 2 when we play Essendon at home. So it's going to be that. That's what I'm looking forward to. Being back at the Fortress with all the fans and arriving, just the whole X factor that is going to the Adelaide Oval, watching your team play. Whether they win or lose is besides the point when you're there, because, well, for me, Adelaide Oval, watching Port Adelaide there, or even going to watch the Strikers or anything to do with Adelaide Oval sport-wise, is sort of a happy place. You sort of forget about everything that's happening outside of that oval, and you're just purely focused on what's happening on the inside. And I think it's been fantastic that we've been able to somehow claw our way back as a society to watch games of footy, watch games of cricket, watch any sport live. And 2021 looks to be already promising in that regard. So I'm looking forward to 75% capacity at the Adelaide Oval come round 2, singing Never Tear Us Apart, and then at the end of the game, singing Port Adelaide's song, because, well, hopefully we win. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the whole aspect of that. And lastly, what I'm looking forward to most. I did say that people will have Orazio and Alia as high on their looking forward to list. But this one for me, a lot of people know, Travis Boak's my number 1 player, number 1 fan. I'm the Boak fanatic. I would lead the Boak army. That's how much of a fan I am. And this year, 2021, the veteran himself will play game 300. Barring injuries, touch wood, he will play his 300th game against Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval in round 17. So 283 games at the moment, 17 more to 300. And I think, that'll be a big countdown. He's one of the best Port Adelaide players we've had, both AFL and SANFL, in my personal opinion. Great captain, great leader, and his form in the last 3 years has been absolutely exceptional. I really, really do hope he doesn't get rattled with a little bit of injury worries this year. We know he's got that shoulder issue. He had a little bit of a knee clean out during the off-season. So 17 games to get to 300, and our man Boakey will get to the special milestone. Only the second Port Adelaide AFL player to do it for the club. So behind Kane Corns, he'll go past Kane Corns as well as the leading games played for the club. And if there's going to be an accolade you're going to have, it's one of those. The longevity of his career, the leadership, the loyalty, and everything that comes with Travis Boak, to get that ticked off would be fantastic. So fingers crossed he gets it this season. And I tell you what, the game that he plays, that is his 300th, watch out that week, because I will go berserk. Well, there you have it, Port fans. That is what I'm looking forward to most this season for Port Adelaide in 2021. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to most this year. It's going to be a big, big season. And I'm slowly building back into getting some form with the channel. So hopefully I can find my hands and start pumping out some decent content for you all, and we can build up to round 1, which is only less than 2 months away. And we're going to have the community series. There's only 1 game now that is allowed, so that's going to be interesting. And then the scratch match with the Crows as well. I think that's going to be somewhere around the late Feb mark as well. So plenty to build into. Things are just ramping up in season 2021. I'm very much, in general, looking forward to another footy season. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content coming your way. My name is Anthony, and as always, go on the pair.